Happy 20th birthday, Cartoon Network. Congratulations, your parents had sex. Good for you. Hey, do you guys know who Craig McCracken is? He's that guy Lauren Foss, the inventor of Cats Are Not Allowed to Dance, Foster's Home for Constipated Friends, and My Little Pony married. It turns out Craig McCracken worked on some cartoon, which is just so cute. Do you think he's jealous of all his wife's great accomplishments?
Who's wearing the pants in this relationship?
I apologize to every single thing I just said, when I'm really here to show my appreciation for one of the cartoonists who defined what Cartoon Network meant to many of us growing up. One who created stories of his imaginary friends and little girls. The Powerpuff Girls is the iconic tale of Chemical X spelled on sugar, spice, a star, a kitten, a unicorn, and somehow that creates life. Well, first off, who cares about the girls? Explain where you got a rainbow. How do you capture a rainbow? And no, Skittles is not an answer.
Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born! Using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil!
There were many classic episodes to this superhero comedy, like the time the girls spent the whole episode laughing at an old man's exposed genitalia, the time when a talking monkey urinated in front of our Kinder-age heroines, or the time when Bubbles was assaulted by a slug. Some of the best episodes to me are the ones showing off the girls' contrasting personalities.
Fast, crush, I punched them! Buttercup was beating up Mojo pretty good, according to plan. Yeah, and there were some guts. Oh, I didn't like the guts, yeah.
Though he may not receive the most focus, their creator, Professor Utonium, is, I feel, the most interesting. You first wonder why a grown man is making little girls in his basement.
Now come here, girls.
Hot dog! You see his isolation living in a crime-ridden city, yearning for children, hoping they'd make the world more bearable for him. The powers he gave them were a mere accident, and even with their powers, he still fears for their safety since they consider each other family.
This is the best gift ever, Dad.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes I don't understand him, like this one time he faked his own death via firing squad in front of his daughters just to teach them the consequences of stealing. Like, you could've just talked out your problems, man. Do you see how brutal this show got? It's no surprising it began as a college short film titled Whoop-Ass Stew. Man, cartoons today can't get away with anything or have any real cool action sequences. I wish it was the 90s again.
It will be just like the good old days.
Shake it, booty, my John Hancock's the biggest. Shake it, booty, roll it around.
Cartoons now are just so stupid. Now, back on topic to the show about the pedophile making little girls who fight a talking monkey. This show had one of the most memorable rogues gallery. I'd be here all day if I had to talk about each one, like Mofo Jojo or him.
As you race through time, the whole world went to
You lie! Don't believe him, girls!
What are you? I love when animators sneak all these Easter eggs into the show. Oftentimes they put themselves in the cartoon. I don't know why they animated a scene where little girls are fantasizing over adult crew members, but hey, whatever, that's cool. I'm no one to judge. I remember as a kid locking all the living room doors just to play an official Flash game. My parents were furious, banging on the doors thinking I was up to something alone on the computer. I am deeply concerned with people knowing what TV show I watch in the privacy of my own home. On the contrary, so many guys I knew were openly into the show. If you recall, its popularity used to be all over the place. Products just got ridiculous.
Delta produced this plane that would just fly up and down the coast, and the Powerpuff Girls were on it. The real one's a lot bigger than this.
Oh, remember all those music videos and crossover commercials? Something Cartoon Network recently started doing again? Hey, look at this old comic. One of the stories is titled Blowing Bubbles.
You all should be ashamed for watching this.
I miss the days when merchandise was everywhere, and now it's almost non-existent. Buy up all those Adventure Time toys now. One day, that too shall fade out. It got to the point where there was a Japanese anime titled Powerpuff Girls Z. Yeah, more like Powerpuff Girls GT. I never watched it. What I did watch was the theatrical film, to which I feel was the best possible movie you could make for this series. I appreciated the darker tone. There were consequences to the damages done. Plus, the coloring was beautiful.
In hindsight, maybe I wish it was a little sillier, a little lighter, a little more, not so heavy the whole time.
Shut the fuck up, Craig. You don't know nothing about Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, it bombed in theaters. How many guy fans are willing to sit in a theater full of 5-year-olds? What kind of weirdo would publicly display their love of a cartoon for a little girl? After the film bombed, Cartoon Network refused to make more theatrical features, including a Johnny Bravo adaptation starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That is not a joke. So, if there's anyone to blame for the lack of a Samurai Jack film giving us a proper ending, it's Craig McCracken. He's right over there.
Let's get him, Fairy.
The city of Townsville. But enough about that.
The thing about any great cartoon is the crew didn't write for children, nor for one gender. They wrote for what they themselves thought would be entertaining.
We never really made the show for kids. We always just made it for us.
To think, they were hesitant on making a show with a mostly female cast.
Show's gonna last 3 weeks! 6 seasons and a movie!
The series lasted 6 seasons and a movie. Well, holy shit. Craig McCracken and the crew chose to move on to other projects.
Cartoon Network came to us and said, what about a 7th season? And Chris and I both said, no, I think it's time. It's over with. We want to kind of go out while it still was good.
I don't know about you, but I take comfort in that. It's good knowing these creators are out there, not letting their show grow stale, and making new stories from the experience they gained. There's rumors of an unnecessary reboot. Craig and Lauren deny it. Dexter Labs creator Gendy Tartakovsky says it's happening. Who knows? Whether or not it returns, Powerpuff Girls was one of the most defining shows to the network, and I still have more classics to talk about.
And so, for the very first time, the day is saved, thanks to the Powerpuff Girls.
Hi there, everybody, and welcome to Cartoon Fridays. My name is Bubbles, and I'm on the Powerpuff Girls. So what's coming up next, announcer, sir?
Coming up next on Cartoon Fridays, it's the Powerpuff Girls, followed by Grim and Evil at 8:30, and then it's Time Squad at 9.
Right here on Cartoon Fridays. Cartoon Fridays. Cartoon Fridays. You ate the cock?